It is time for a permanent change to the starting five for Mark Pope's Kentucky Wildcats. That is the conversation on today's episode of the Wildcats Today Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Stefaniak, publisher at Kentucky Wildcats on SI, joined as always by Carson Nash. Carson, how was your Thanksgiving? What'd you guys do? What'd you get into? What was the day like?
Yeah. Thanksgiving was great. It's always good to go up to West Virginia and see my family and extended
Country
family.
roads.
Instead of a turkey football game, we do a basketball game. And it was a little cold, but, me and my little cousin dominated my other cousin and my brother. So it got ugly for Jake Nash and Brody, but it was a fun time, and it was great seeing family. How about you, Andrew? How was your Thanksgiving?
As a member of a small family, it was mom, dad, both sets of grandparents. My Aunt Mary was here, so just not many of us. And Dad and I have set this as a tradition, and we call it lay day. It's parlay day. And we just fire. We fire parlays. And the rule is, and this is a rule, and I think this needs to be spread like around the world. On holidays, we don't bet unders. Okay. Christmas, Thanksgiving, we're not betting unders. Not always, because unders technically are where the money's at. We all know that. But no, not on Thanksgiving. And Dad had a parlay. Once again, we're firing. I think he was $25 lays, bombing them. And at one point in like mid fourth quarter of the Dallas game, he looks at me and he goes, somehow if Dak were to have 3 rushing attempts, I would win $900. And I'm just like, okay. And then Dak kneels 3 times to end the game, and Dad cashes for $900. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What a hit, Gene! What a hit!
Seriously, no, it was, and then we were getting fired up. We were standing up. Come on, you like that?
Go.
We were getting So it was good. Good Thanksgiving. Hope all y'all had a great Thanksgiving. But I was Googled. I was like, does it count for a bet? I'm like, I'm 99% sure, but it was funny. But hey, hope all y'all had a great Thanksgiving, enjoyed some time with friends, family, and had some fun stuff going on. But before we talk about this, we have a want for a change in the starting five. Before we get into that, Carson, what were your thoughts on the ball game against Tennessee Tech? Ugly start, great finish. What did you think about that ball game for the Cats?
Yeah, I would say my biggest takeaway was the GOAT, Walker Horn hitting his first points as a Kentucky Wildcat, nailing a fadeaway 3-pointer. That's our boy. I was going crazy. I was losing my mind when he hit that. It was cool to see Rupp Arena losing their mind, and it was cool to see Walker losing his mind. It was cool to see him not be like nonchalant. A lot of the walk-ons would be nonchalant about it. He was hyped and celebrating. I love that about that shot and that moment. But I thought we looked pretty good. And, to me, based off of what we're going to talk about today, I think part of that has to do with a little bit of the starting lineup mix around. And I thought the forwards played pretty well, Cam and Yelovich. And then Malachi Moreno, of course, has been playing great and continued to play great.
Yeah. So my takeaway, like I said, great shot from Walker. That was awesome, man. That was just such a cool moment. And then, Tao got his first point as well via the charity stripe. So cool stuff there. Yeah. Always great to see that happen. But a game where, it wasn't until about the 10-minute mark in the first half where we kind of started to pull away, maybe less than, maybe even closer to the 5-minute mark in the first half.
Yeah.
And it was ugly. We weren't playing well. We weren't defending. And it wasn't like I was like, oh, we're going to lose this game. But once again, we're not worried about winning these games. We're worried about starting to pass the darn eyeball test. And for a while, we didn't do that. And then I thought it got better. It was good to see Trent Noah finally start to hit some shots. We talked about it. I don't think Trent Noah is this elite, complete basketball player that we thought he was going to be. But still, if he can be a guy that can come in and nail a couple threes per game, stuff like that helps.
I think that's what we were missing there for a little bit, right? We didn't have a guy who would come off the bench and knock down 3 threes. Yeah. I think Trent Noah needs more minutes, and I think he needs them now. He played great, and like we talk about all the time on the offensive side of the ball, he just finds offensive rebounds, and he's in the right spot. He's just a high IQ basketball player, and he needs more time.
No, I'm in full agreement on you there. But yeah, I thought it was a good job to separate, and obviously covered the spread in that ball game. Had a lot of folks where I was hammering the Tennessee Tech live line, and I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it went. I felt like I was watching it went from 25 to 25 to 79 to 25 in like a matter
we had a couple runs there that were kind of nuts. But
yeah,
once again, I mean, we had some folks. I found this funny, like in the comments of our video after who the heck did we play before Tennessee Tech? I'm like blanking.
Loyola, Maryland, right?
Loyola, Maryland. After like our post game kind of from that, where we were like, we're not going to take anything super positive away. People were like, oh, these guys are freaking out whenever Loyola, Maryland. You're like, I don't know about that. But point is, no, I mean, we're not sitting here screaming from the top of the roof excited about a win over Tennessee Tech. But the reality is we did a good job, a little adversity and started to figure it out and blow them out in this ball game. So, but I mean,
for me, I just, after the first two big games, you just want to see baby steps. It's not like we're getting excited about the 50-point win or whatever. We wanted to see, Ortega, better efficiency, maybe more locked in, maybe more effort. Those kind of things is what we want to see. And that's what we want to get excited about.
Yeah. No, I mean, exactly. And that's where the positives, come from this. I mean, they weren't massive. It's not like we're leaving this game saying, oh, we're back, book hotels for Indianapolis. I mean, it was none of that. I do want to pull up the box score here. Am I still up? I was gone. Okay. I was like, wanted to make sure. I was like away from the screen, and we've been having some internet issues today. So yeah, another double for Malachi in this one, 11 boards and 13 points. Owe has an efficient 16, 6 for 11. Aberdeen had an efficient 16 as well, 6 for 10. A good shooting night from Aberdeen from deep, 4-6 from 3. This was the first game, Carson, where we had a bit of an explosion from 3. We were 15-30. We finally had that big night from deep, which was good to see. Another great game from Chandler, 6 for 11 from the field. I mean, it was a pretty efficient, night all around from the Cats in this ball game. I mean, we shot 59% from the field and 50% from 3 and 11 for 13 at the free throw line. So we'll take that as well. Plus minus leaders. Colin Chandler had the best plus minus, tied with Trent Noah actually at plus 38.
It felt like when Colin and Trent were in there together, that's when we were going on all those runs.
And then Cam was plus 37. He had 7 points in this one. 7 points.
Yeah, my thing with Cam is like he might have not killed it on the stat sheet. Like he only had 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, but he was everywhere. I thought he played great defensively.
Great defense.
I mean, he's just a presence on the court that allows us to cause havoc and force turnovers and get offensive buckets easily.
Exactly. And I mean, we thought that he was going to be a guy that was going to be a killer from 3. And once again, he has not been that early. He's not still not shooting great from deep, but he is doing everything else well. Rebounding. He almost had a double-double the other day. He's passing. He is getting to the rim now. I mean,
never has an effort problem.
Exactly. Ever. And I'm telling you, this kid, if he keeps doing that and the shots start to fall, it's going to get scary good for him.
I'll tell you another kid who doesn't have an effort problem.
Who?
Andre Yelovich getting 10 rebounds in 15 minutes. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, we need more of that in the lineup. And to me, it's Cam, it's Yelovich, it's Moreno, and it's Mo Diabate. And until Jaden Quaintance comes, that's the front court.
You leave anybody off?
What?
You left somebody off. Who'd you leave off?
Who? I said Mo D, Cam. Oh, yeah. No, I'm leaving him off for a reason.
I know you are. I know you are. I'm kidding with you.
Yeah.
I think if you airball layup, you should immediately be.
He airballed it over the top and caught it, and the other team wanted to travel, but the ref was so shocked that he just didn't go.
No,
I mean, to me, it's just like for what we need and continued success for this team, I think we need to go in that direction. And I feel bad, but until BG can prove on the court that he's getting more efficient and can be out there and sustain those minutes, then I don't see it.
Oh, I agree. But we were at Drake's, and that play, we were partaking in some Blue Moon Towers, as we often do for Thanksgiving. It's a kind of a tradition. And then so I remember that play specifically. I remember and I went, whoa, when he airballed the layup.
I was sat there in shock. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
And the funny thing was, it was like wide open. It was,
and he could have just dunked it. Like, why didn't he just dunk it?
Yeah. Like, it wasn't like, that was nuts. So, and I do want to say this. Brandon Garrison does catch a lot of strays on this podcast for his play on the basketball court. I saw he donated turkeys. Mm-hmm. That's cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
A lot of respect to him.
No, yeah.
He's not playing good basketball right now.
This is nothing that goes against his character. He's a great person. Like, this is just us poking fun, and we still love BG. Yeah. We want BG to be the best version that BG can be. We want him out there. We probably need him out there. I mean, come on.
I'm going to forever leave that here. So I always have that. That's going to be like, when you listen to the radio, they've got like sounds and stuff. That's going to be our drop forever. I'm going to keep that for the next 50 years. It's going to be right there forever.
Yeah. But seriously, we're not trying to hate on BG too much. We need him to be better. So we want him to take that next step.
Well, we are hating on his play. We are not hating on his personality, and character, and all that. Just want that. I want to clear that up. Clear it up. So yeah, rough game from him. It sounded like we could see Mr. Quaintance back on the floor sooner than later. And to me, I don't think BG should play. Period. I think agree. It should be I think while Quaintance gets, he'll be back on the floor. I bet you it's a few games before he's back to being full minutes. I bet probably about 3 to 5 games he plays before he's back to, unlimited time on the floor.
Yeah.
So in those games, play him 15 and Moreno 25 until he's ready to go, and then play Quaintance, 27 and Moreno 13 or whatever. Or Moreno might get so good that you can't not have Moreno on the floor. Yeah. There could be a world where we have to go Michigan and you play them two at the 4 and 5.
I was thinking the same thing. What if you just play JQ at the 4 and Malachi at the 5? And I mean, JQ's athletic enough to play that 4 position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I do want to ask you a question. This came up at Thanksgiving yesterday with Dad and Papaw and I. Do you think folks are putting unrealistic expectations on Jaden Quaintance and what he will do for this basketball team? You know what I mean? Like, what are your thoughts on that kind of statement?
I think there's two sides to it. I think some people are on the side of like, oh, he's just going to come in and we're going to start winning every single game. But I also think on that other side, he is going to help out a lot. Like with the rebounding, the defense, the stuff that we struggle with right now, he's going to be that big of a difference in that margin of the game. So I think it's going to be huge. Like, you're not going to have a lot of offensive rebounds given up. You're going to get a lot more block shots, a lot more tip passes. He's just going to be everywhere. He's kind of like a Cam Williams. He's got tons of effort. He's just long and lengthy, so he can touch tip passes. He can block shots. He's just going to be a freak defensively, and that's going to help us a lot.
I guess the only thing I want to say about this, and Dad brought this up, not being a hater, but just kind of saying like, man, it seems like we just have a ton of expectations for this kid. I mean, do you believe a fully healthy Jaden Quaintance is on the floor, right? Do you believe that we beat for both the games, Louisville, Michigan? Do you think we win those games the way everybody else played?
I think we could have won Louisville. I don't think we could have won Michigan State. I think there was a lot more effort in that Louisville game, and we had multiple chances to get back in that game and win that game. And we couldn't stop them. We couldn't play defense. And guess who's great at defense? Jaden Quaintance. So I think Louisville, we definitely had a shot to win that game. I'm not going to say we would have, but I'm going to say we had a better shot to win that with Jaden Quaintance for sure. But Michigan State, it just looked like our team died.
Yeah. The only thing I just would hate to see happen is Quaintance get back on the floor, right? And we aren't winning games. And people are just like, well, Quaintance was a bust. This kid's terrible. And I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just worried.
For me, it's also another thing. We have to have Low back too, because Low opens up the offense, and he's the only guy that can break his player down on almost every play and get people open. We're going to have a stagnant offense unless we get Low back.
Yeah. I'm with you. Oh, I wanted you to talk about what you just said before we got started. Which two guys that can't be on the floor together.
Yeah. My belief is that Mo Diabate and Otega Oweh cannot play together. because neither of them can really create their own shots, and they really have a hard time knocking them down anyways. So I think if Otega's on the court, I think you have to have Yelovich or Cam at the court. And if Mo D's on the court, I think you have to have Colin or someone at that 2 position that can shoot.
You know,
3 position.
I love that's such a great point. And I'll tell you the thought of this. If you really say it out loud, okay, about this lineup, about who's been starting with Lowe not on the floor, with Owe, Aberdeen, Chandler, Diabate, and Garrison, you know, what it was a few weeks ago. If you really think about it, you know, those were our guys. If you really break this down, Owe and Mo D, I know that last year their percentages were solid. I mean, we do forget Owe almost, I think it was like 36%, and Mo D shot like 47% on, you know, on like an attempt or 2 a game. But point is, those guys aren't good shooters. They just aren't.
No. Well, it's different. It's different, and it's easier to shoot higher percentages when you're the 5th option. You know, it's like now Owe's got to be the guy. He's going to have all the schemes tailored to him. So it's like, how is he going to get an open shot, and how is he going to create a shot? And then Mo D's still a later option, but he's just not been shooting the same at all.
Exactly. But what I'm getting at, you know, for this is that those 2, Chandler's been shooting the ball well. Aberdeen, like I said, had a good game against Tennessee Tech, but I'd like to see, my ESPN isn't doing well right now. I'd like to see what he's shooting on the season. Oh, here, it's working now. All right. Do you have any guesses to that? I do, because I do not know. What Aberdeen's shooting percentage-wise from 3?
He's 53 on field goal and 38.7 on 3-pointers. So
really?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
I would have said like 34%. That's better than I thought.
So, well, the problem with Denzel is, and it's weird because I feel like our whole team does this. They either make it or it's not even close. Like, I don't know what it is with this season.
Cam
like, when we miss 3-pointers, we miss him by a lot, which hurts us in the offensive rebound department because every rebound is going to be long, and it's tough.
Exactly. But that's funny because Cam does that a lot too. Like, he'll just airball one, and you go, "What the heck?" And I mean, Aberdeen, like I said, I will stand by it. He could not airball another 3 the rest of the season, and he will still lead college basketball in airballs.
I think we probably have to lead college in airballs. I feel like
I wish you could find that. I bet you could somewhere. I'd like to know. I think we have to. But point is that I was trying to get to, when you have those guys, Mo D and Chandler and Aberdeen, I would say are good shooters. I wouldn't categorize them as elite shooters. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
And I mean, are we gonna you think you should group Garrison in with Mo D and Owe of like he can shoot, but it's not like it's a good shot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I think like genuinely that team cannot play together
because that's what I'm saying. And I fully agree
have the offense to even maintain. Like, and I don't think that team's good defensively. Like, BG has breakdowns defensively all the time. Like, and Mo D hasn't been the defender that we've been thinking either. I've honestly thought Yelovich has defended better than he has this season.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
To me, I just don't think that they can play together because they don't provide enough offense to keep us in the game, and they don't play good enough defense to keep the other team out in the game, out of the game.
But that's why. So, what do you want? And then give me a Quaintance isn't healthy, and then a Quaintance is healthy. What you want the starting 5 to be the rest of the season?
What about Lowe?
Yeah, do a with Lowe, without Lowe.
Okay. I'll start without. I'll do one without Lowe, without JQ first. All right. I'll go Aberdeen, Colin Chandler, Otega Owe. I want Yelovich to start, and then I want Malachi. That's my starting 5 right now. And then, because then you get Cam Williams off the bench, you get all these guys off the bench that can come in and provide a spark. And then with Lowe and JQ, I got Lowe at the 1. I'm gonna take Denzel Aberdeen at the 2, or Otega Owe at the 3, Yelovich still at the 4, and JQ at the 5. And then your second lineup is Colin Chandler, Cam Williams, Malachi Moreno, and like you're talking about like a good second squad there.
You know, the only thing I disagree with you on, and a lot of people are going to hate what I'm about to say, I'd start Chandler over Owe.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
No, seriously, right now. Yeah. Right now I would too. But I think Chandler would be much more of a spark on that second group. Like, because Chandler's a guy that can get hot and go for 4 threes in like a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
So you need that kind of spark coming off the bench with your guys that might not be as good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just the reality here. Chandler's been our best player.
He's earned it.
He's earned it.
I think genuinely, to me, he's been our best player. So I think Collins earned it.
Yeah, no kidding. I agree. So, but yeah, so I'd say for me, that's the only way I would flip it. So I agree with you. What I like about Yelovich, I don't think he's been given the opportunity to get going offensively yet.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he played 15 minutes. He had 5 points. I mean, that's not terrible, but he did have 10 rebounds. And I mean, like, that makes a huge difference in the game. Like, I don't care if you score. If you're going to grab 10 rebounds every 15 minutes, you play 30, that's 20 rebounds. That's Sheboy.
He's a lot more skilled down low than I expected him to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's some of the European basketball. But I mean, he's just better down low than I expected them to be. And that's what's been important. So, I mean, I'm telling you, if that kid can get going shooting the ball, it's going to get scary. Same with Cam. If those two can start, if they can turn themselves into 38, somewhere in that 38 to 45 or 42% from 38 to 40, in that range, we get really good really quick. That's the reality. So that's the only
that's why. And here's my thing. And I've seen a lot of negativity in the comments. People already writing the season off. People mad about recruiting. You can be mad all you want about that stuff, but if we get Low and JQ back and this team's starting to get hot. Like, this team's starting to come together and do all the little things right. I think once you add some superstars back into this lineup and figure out who doesn't need to play, then I think this team can be good.
Yeah. No, I agree. So the only thing that I would do differently to those starting fives that you listed was I'd flip Chandler no way. It's the only thing I would do differently. And a lot of people are going to hate that, but I don't give a darn. Chandler's been playing good ball, man. So that's the only thing I would change. I agree with I agree with the lineup without those two, and then that's all I would change. So, but I think it's time to permanently pull Mo D and Garrison and from the 5, and it'll be interesting to see when Mo D is back to 100%. What's going to happen with that? It's going to be interesting to me.
Yeah.
So that's what I've got there. So this week it's looking like, I think on Monday we'll do something for
because we got UNC on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll probably do 2. We'll do a Monday and a Tuesday. We'll probably do like some keys to victory stuff on Monday, what we need to see, and then we'll just do the full pregame Tuesday morning before that ball game, because heck, the game's at 2 a.m, basically. So I mean, we'll have all day.
It's the late one. I mean, that's brutal.
Oh, I know it. So that's all I got. Carson, you got anything else?
That's all I got. I'm high on us now. I think we're gonna go in the right direction. I mean, I don't like the negativity, and I got trust in this team, and this team's gonna right the ship. Love we, right? Yeah, we love that. If anybody sees any good Black Friday deals, leave them in the comments. Always use a good deal around here. So enjoy the weekend. We got an NFL game. Your Eagles play here in a couple hours, Carson. Yep. Come on, Clay. We're gonna beat your Bears.
We got the you should have seen Mike and Clay going at it about the Bears and the Packers. Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. We were walking away. Mike's like, I made a bet with Clay, and like I took the Packer. If the Packers, and I'm just like that. It was funny. They were
Packers won big one yesterday. Jordan Love finally got his turkey leg.
Yep. Hey, Mississippi State's down 7.
Hey,
tighten up.
I called it. Lane Kiffin, last Egg Bowl.
Oh, he called the minus 300. Oh, I called the minus. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's going to be in a parlay, and I'll come back to you with the winning slip.
All right. You do that. You and Gene can go ahead and celebrate with your winnings.
Yeah, me and Gene will go get beers, and you got to sit at home.
That's fine. Fair enough. Hey, give me a 30-second rundown on Kentucky-Louisville tomorrow on the gridiron, Carson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big one. I think Louisville's kind of fallen apart here at the end, and I would love to be the finishing move on them. I think we played horrible at Vandy, and honestly, they were a lot better than I thought, and they scheme well. That coach is an awesome coach. I mean, they scheme perfectly for Pavia. So, but I think Louisville's kind of fallen off the tracks a little bit, and I think we go in there and win. I mean, I think it's going to be a close game all the way down to the finish. But to me, it's going to be the team who quits who loses. Both teams have a reason to quit. It's going to be who quits first.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm excited for that one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So it's going to be fun. Hopefully the Cats find a way to get a win, get us to a bowl game.
Come on, Kitty Cats, take down the big dog.
Enjoy the weekend, and everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the ball game tomorrow. Some NFL today. I'm giving it to Jared right now on the fantasy football field. Hopefully that holds up, gets me in the playoffs. Everyone have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday to talk a little North Carolina right here on the Wildcats Today podcast.